Hi everyone! The title of this teaching is Clearing in the Age of Aquarius, and our teacher for this topic is my angelic guide Seraphim. So let's get started. We wish to speak to you today about the oncoming Age of Aquarius. It is that you have been in the Age of Aquarius on and off, but you will be in the Age of Aquarius for a semi-permanent basis in the next few decades or so. So it is we want to speak to you about the clearing necessary to make the most out of the Age of Aquarius. So understand that the background of the channel is not astrological, but regardless, she has sufficient vocabulary to be able to bring forth this message about the necessity of clearing in order to make the most out of the Age of Aquarius. We want to begin this teaching by teaching you what is the Age of Aquarius. The Age of Aquarius is a kind of renaissance. It will jumpstart your art, your technology, your education, and it will begin to there will begin to be a confluence of those things we have mentioned that will create a synergy amongst them. So art and education and technology will begin to blend along with science and economics and psychology and philosophy and any other topic you can think of. They will begin to blend together so as not to be contradictory as you have believed them to be in the past, but for you to begin to understand that every human at each socioeconomic level, every human regardless of race, every human regardless of sexual orientation is more similar than they are different. So it is in the past. We will use an example for which the channel has substantial vocabulary, economics. It is in the past that economics has been divisive. Truly. It is that it has been a very logical science, but it has been very dismal, precisely because the rhetoric espoused by some of those that have taught it, including the channel, has been on the tone of divisiveness. This is them, this is us, and this is everyone else that we can't categorize. And so in the need to understand, and it is not just the subject of economics, but most subjects, it is in the need to understand, the need to categorize, the need to define. It is in this need that your society has created its own divisiveness. For if they can define it, they can exclude it. If they can define it, they can include it. If they cannot define it, then it is that they can shun it. And so in this new Age of Aquarius, it is this need to define on such a rigid basis. Some would say discipline, and that is not wrong. But it is in the discipline there's a rigidity, and in that rigidity, it creates divisiveness. It is that as disciplines begin to breed a confluence and a synergy amongst one another, it is that divisiveness will naturally fall away. For whatever your academic training, whatever is your professional training, whatever it is, your sexual orientation, your race, your socioeconomic status, whatever these identities that you are beginning to define yourself with, they'll begin to fall away. And as they begin to fall away, you will begin to see yourselves you will begin to see yourselves in each other, and as you see yourselves in each other, the divisiveness that you feel today will naturally wane. It will naturally wane. And this is the age of Aquarius. And as you clear out these old identities that no longer serve you, there may be some discomfort. As you begin to release these identities that no longer serve you, there may be some discomfort. And that is a natural process of ascension. It is to sit with the discomfort and befriend it. Sit with the discomfort and befriend it, and understand that discomfort is not there to ruin your life, or it is not even there to make you uncomfortable, though that's how you may feel about it. It is there to be your friend. It is there to assist you in releasing. So take the identity you hold on to and let go. Take the identity you're holding on to and let go. And you will find that whatever sexual orientation you may be, that you will begin to see yourselves in somebody who has a sexual orientation that is not yours. Whatever race you may be, you will begin to see yourself in the issues of other races for which you may have thought in the past you had nothing in common with. For it is that exclusion is exclusion. Exclusion is exclusion. And when you begin to see that in these rigid identities, in these rigid definitions that you have put yourselves in this rigidity that you have excluded one another, and when you begin to recognize your responsibility as to that exclusion, you will begin to release the identity, and the divisiveness that you feel will begin to wane. The divisiveness that you feel will begin to wane. But you must let go. You must let go. And you let go by sitting in the discomfort and understanding that you have a responsibility to it. You can let go by sitting in the discomfort and understanding that you have a responsibility to it. I honor my responsibility. This is an affirmation you can use. I honor my responsibility to the judgment I bring forth to this person I believe is the other. I honor my responsibility to the judgment I render to this person I have defined as the other. And in that affirmation, you will begin to see yourselves in them. That in your excluding them, it is that you are coping with your own exclusion somewhere else, in another part of your own life. For exclusion is exclusion no matter who it happens to. Exclusion is exclusion if you're straight. Exclusion is exclusion if you're not straight. And exclusion is exclusion no matter what race you are. It feels the same if you're white, it feels the same if you're black, it feels the same if you're Hispanic, it feels the same if you're Middle Eastern, and it feels the same if you're Asian. Exclusion is exclusion no matter who you are. And we use race as an example because each of you can identify towards a particular race. But it is that, again, we will say it again because it's very important. Exclusion is exclusion no matter who you are, no matter what identity you are holding on to. What identity you use as your form of validation, no matter who you are, what you are. Exclusion is exclusion. And in understanding this, in understanding that exclusion is exclusion, no matter what you are, you will cease to define yourself by what you are and honor who you are. Do you see this? You will cease to define yourself by what you are and begin to honor who you are. And you will begin to see that who you are transcends race, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, academic discipline, professional status, and yada, 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 yada. And this is what will bring forward the Age of Aquarius. What will bring forward the Age of Aquarius is when humanity ceases to begin to define themselves by what they are and honor who they are. It is that the discomfort of the clearing will begin to wane, and you will begin to be in the enlightenment of the Age of Aquarius. And this is our message for you today. When you cease to define yourself by what you are, and you begin to honor who you are, you will begin to see that who you are is in who everyone else is, regardless of how they define themselves. And in that ceasing of defining yourself by what you are is what will bring you the enlightenment of the higher vibration of the Age of Aquarius. We thank you for listening to our message today, for we understand that your time has alternative uses, and we are very grateful that you have chosen us in this few minutes to raise your vibration. For that, we are grateful. And we will end this message as we end every other message. And that is, call on our energies for support, and it will be so. And so it is. We are sending you love from the angelic realm and raising your vibration as you honor our message. And so it is. All right, looks like end of message. See ya.